Welcome everyone back. This is your Rich doing another movie today on XRP as usual, so wherever you are in this amazing planet, I hope your day is absolutely fantastic today. We will discuss XRP now. This is once more the one-day chart. Right now our value is $3.06. Many seem to believe yesterday's declining XRP value marked the end for XRP. I heard other folks claiming it will be less than $2. As I indicated, it will climb once again and from this point will move even higher. XRP's future is still to be shaped here. This is why I always advise not reaching financial freedom if you pay attention to those who panic and wish to sell every time the market declines. Another narrative is under progress right now. Bitcoin is trending permanently upward. Those who own a small quantity of Bitcoin but assert it is a cryptocurrency with constant value are known as no-coiners, but that is untrue. This signals the conclusion of the 2018 timeframe, as Bitcoin sank once more into 2022, and then Bitcoin's value has collapsed significantly and is probably going to do once again. People will then be talking about the following cycle in 28. Utility will permanently shift the 4-year cycle. I'm following the Bitcoin. Everyone claims it's becoming weaker. Soon you may find the strength of Bitcoin beginning to fade. XRP will probably surge fast, along with other altcoins once this occurs. Soulless people are once more claiming this was the bear trap. Get ready for ever higher degrees of achievement. Altseason starts in February 2025. Everyone is chatting right now. It is February 2025 and some are foretelling a major crash. XRP seems bright for the next years. I'll simply leave it there. We are going into phase 2 shortly. By the end of February, ETH will be more than $4,000. That's what I agree with. What followed this second video? For some reason I think this cycle is lasting more than usual. Though many believed we should have started phase 2 in early January, it now appears that it will start in early February. Maybe they participated in the race. Many people think XRP is driving the cryptocurrency movement of today. We only have to wait and observe what happens. We shall go far higher, as I am now informing you. Jim Cramer exposed for market control. Investors have the SEC investigate the problem. Tradition has violated the Fifth Amendment. I consider it this way always. Where should you be making financial investments? Put your money someplace else than where Jim Cramer suggests. Their reference included Silicon Valley Bank. Remember when the price dropped drastically? Failure of Signature Bank? Dender was either Kohl's, Orvo, Best Buy. Jim Cramer advised recently purchasing Nvidia. We recently witnessed what occurred with Nvidia. This is why the crypto world seems to have things inverted. He might be implying that we are in Altseason now. Jim Cramer claims to be Bitcoin owner. You ought to have Bitcoin. One excellent addition to your portfolio of investments is Bitcoin. That clarifies everything rather nicely. The present Bitcoin trend is almost finished. Before things go south, I think we should try one more. This most likely marks the last significant rise for Bitcoin. Tether will most certainly fail eventually. I think the US will close Tether not too far off. When that happens, you should expect Bitcoin to plummet too. Everything will follow it, but everything unsecured will bounce back fast. XRP is headed toward $4. If you are ready, raise your hand and keep in mind the numbers reflect the reality. Usually we see an upturn afterwards whenever we have a recession. XRP has experienced this before. This accident was really severe. Looking forward, people anticipate a significant rise. People still seem to be projecting that in the next 2 weeks. Surely it will happen shortly. Indeed, it is capable. Nobody can exactly forecast the market, hence we cannot say for sure. I underline this as, every date mentioned causes them to keep adding days to forecasts. That day should not bring anything expected. XRP jumps unexpectedly when people are not anticipating it. Brad Garlinghouse gave an early speech today, pay attention to his words here, about several of these concerns. I have personally spoke with the president. I find the president to be committed. He wants to be the US president concentrated on cryptocurrencies since he understands the value of these instruments. Correcting some of the bad policies implemented by the last government is one of their key objectives. As you already know, the regulation known SAB 121, which lets banks keep cryptocurrencies, has been revoked. That is absolutely crucial. The first week's events seem to be starting nicely, hence I am looking forward what is ahead. About the strategic reserve. One essentially has to consider 2 factors. I think it would be best to let legislators and elected authorities decide if the United States should have a strategic store for cryptocurrencies. This for me, Dr. Kelly explains in his report on the meeting, that he would give up a lot more if our children could draw upon their 401k for cryptos. We should compile as much support as we can to raise our chances of success. To clarify, I was not against using just Bitcoin or any strategic store of cryptocurrencies. That is just untrue. Should the US decide to proceed, let us maximize its influence on the whole crypto sector. This government, in whatever your opinion of their particular policies, has repeatedly proved that America comes first. They wish to give US developments top importance. They give American business second priority. Given the penalties American companies have suffered over the past 4 years, I think they are demonstrating their desire to help those companies. Nationalism, becoming so prevalent this past weekend, is depressing. Should a crypto reserve exist? It makes logical to have a range of assets rather than one, but listen, as I indicated in my tweet yesterday, we should help the company overall. One of them is XRP. Although it's a global idea, numerous local businesses all over are adopting XRP's ledger. This is exactly the reason we are doing this kind of gathering today. The last thing I would say about this is, it's remarkable to me that a little nation like Ha has already begun a crypto strategic reserve, and out of the gate they developed a basket. That felt reasonable since it wasn't something that bothered me. Having a mix of assets will help you to reduce your risk. Any financial guru would advise this approach. It makes sense. Understanding his political views and what most concerns him would help us to raise the possibility of it being approved by Congress and supported by the president. Donald Trump puts America first. American-made cryptocurrencies will thus be stored in a strategic reserve. Brad was not doing anything. The Bitcoin maxis suddenly saw him as the enemy, which perplexed me since Brad had spent millions battling the SEC to serve the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem, including Bitcoin. I see the worth in all these cryptocurrencies, thus I believe this is crucial for the United States as well. Therefore, do not preserve only usefulness over anything else. Countries with a varied mix of currencies and assets will be in more advantage than those that just hold Bitcoin, even Salvador. Well, everyone usually talks about, Bitcoin is running on Algorand lines inside of that nation, and is the Bitcoin capital of the globe. Always need another network too. Apart from that, it is somewhat slow and costly. OSG is starting by Ripple and Ondo Finance.